Welcome to Insight in Minutes, brought to you by CloudEagle.ai. This is your go-to show for quick, actionable insights into the world of SaaS.
Yeah.
And today, we're going to dive deep into IT asset management, or ITAM, in the SaaS world.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I know some of you might be thinking, ITAM?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound too exciting, right?
Cut and dry.
But getting a handle on this can actually save you a ton of headaches and even some serious cash.
Absolutely.
Down the line.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you don't really think about too much. You know until it's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, oh, why didn't I think about this before?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell us a little bit more about why effectively managing our software assets is so crucial for organizations.
Yeah.
Especially those that rely on cloud-based solutions.
Well, I think one of the biggest challenges is just visibility and inventory control. Like, think about it. How many applications does your organization use daily? Do you know exactly which ones, who uses them, and what they actually cost? Often companies really struggle to keep track of all of this, and this can lead to what we call shadow IT.
Shadow IT.
Where unauthorized software just kind of sneaks in under the radar.
Ooh.
And this can be a huge risk in terms of security, right?
But
Because it's unmanaged.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I'm paying for all these subscriptions, but I don't even know I'm paying for them.
Exactly.
Okay.
Like those streaming services, right?
Yeah.
You sign up for the free trial, you forget to cancel it,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, 12 months later, you're like, oh, wow, I've been paying for this.
And it all adds up, right?
It adds up. And that brings us to cost management.
Yeah.
And optimization. So SaaS subscriptions, maintenance, costs, potential upgrades, this all adds up. So without careful monitoring, you could end up paying way more than you need to.
Ouch. Yeah, nobody wants that.
Yeah.
But there's more, right?
Yeah, there's always more.
What about all the rules and regulations?
Right. So compliance and regulatory issues are huge. So making sure your software complies with all of the licensing agreements, regulations, super important. Otherwise, you can run into them pretty hefty fines.
Okay.
And then, of course, there's the big one, security risks.
Yeah.
So outdated, poorly managed software, this can be a real gateway for hackers.
Right. So if it's not updated and patched.
You've got all these vulnerabilities.
Right.
Weak security settings.
Yeah.
It's bad news.
It's a recipe for disaster.
It really is.
And then finally, we have the integration challenges.
Yes, integration, my favorite.
So if you're different, applications don't play nicely together.
Or talk to each other.
You end up with
Yeah.
data inconsistencies.
Which can lead to big problems.
Huge problems.
Yeah, operational nightmares.
Right.
Frustrated employees.
So we've talked about all the challenges, so much doom and gloom, but what can we actually do about it?
Well, the good news is there's actually several strategies to overcome these challenges. So enhanced visibility and inventory control, right? Just knowing what you have is the first step.
Right.
Then focus on improving data accuracy, strengthening security, compliance measures, optimizing costs, and also improving lifecycle management, making sure you're getting the most out of your software investments.
Right.
And I think regular training and awareness programs can go a long way.
So basically make sure that everyone in your organization knows what they're supposed to be doing.
Knows what they should and shouldn't be using.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. So that sounds like a lot. Do you have any advice on how we can wrangle all of this?
Yeah. Luckily, there are some great ITAM tools out there that can help.
Okay.
They can automate a lot of these processes, make your life a lot easier.
So what kind of things can these ITAM tools actually do?
Well, they can help you discover all the software that you've got, catalog it all, track usage, manage licenses, identify cost-saving opportunities. I mean, you can even use them to automatically detect unauthorized software and send you an alert.
Yeah.
They can also help you analyze usage patterns and right-size subscriptions so you're not paying for stuff you're not using.
Okay.
And then some even help with vulnerability scanning and compliance reporting, which is great.
So it sounds like we've got options.
Yeah, definitely.
So to wrap things up, what is the one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
Well, I'd say understanding ITAM in the SaaS world is really key to avoiding those unnecessary costs, risks, and headaches.
Right. So start by taking stock of what you have and go from there.
Absolutely.
Okay, so for our listeners, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by all of this, you're definitely not alone. But taking control of your SaaS ITAM can save your organization time, money, and lots of potential security disasters.
That's right.
Great stuff. Well, that's all the time we have for this deep dive. We hope this has given you some valuable insights into the world of SaaS ITAM.
Yeah, you got this.
Until next time, happy saucing.
Happy saucing.